bioinformatics plays a really big role. There's billions, if not infinite number of different combinations that you can use to build an mRNA structure, right? And so this is kind of like the thesis here of AI and nucleic acids, is that you can use AI to actually pick the right sequence for mRNA. And we do some mRNA stuff in Ginkgo as well, including models that can actually spit out generative models that can predict the more stable structures for mRNA. So that's an example. And so before Pfizer, I was in bioinformatics at various biotech companies, running large screening campaigns, doing that therapeutic drug development. So I would say I've always been interested in large data sets, kind of that scaled approach to biology, understanding that if you take a couple of shots on goal, it just probably isn't enough to explore all the empirical space biology, but you really need to take large expansive campaigns in order to at least start to understand what could be the best combination when you're thinking about engineering the right parts and putting all these pieces together.
So then how do you take that idea of building sort of the AlphaFolds for all these other parts of biology that don't have clear data sets? How do you take that idea and make it into a business model? Who are your customers, and yeah, what kind of guides what you're working on and when and how you're prioritizing it?
Great questions. What we're really focused on is building up workflows that people already buy into. That is, that we're not trying to prove that, hey, you should be doing this assay, or maybe this is a really good readout that you should consider. No, it's more about things that people are already doing, companies are already doing and spending money on, either internally or externally, but now scaling that up to a new level. Where it used to be, okay, we're used to these 12 assays that we use, these biophysical characterization for antibody developability. These are the gold standard, and if you run these assays and it all comes at the end, you know you have a molecule that shouldn't cause you any problems when you get to the clinic. Now, there's always surprises, right? But in general, it's all agreed that these 8 to 12 assays are meaningful, right? And so the question is, how do we scale that up? How do you do this in the orders of tens to hundreds of thousands so that you can actually build predictive models off of it? And that's really where we're gearing all of our infrastructure that we have, and now and mindset too, and operations, and putting that now towards building these data sets. And so we're not convincing people of doing something new per se, but we're convincing them to do it at scale now, so that they can feed it into AI models